What's up guys? Welcome to AnimeKouhai. If you'd like to help me out, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.
I had no idea you would be present in this conference. It is truly an honor to meet you.
Firstly, he aimed to display indifference towards her. Deep down, he longed to flee the room immediately, but he had realized that it was an impossible feat.
Oh, I apologize. I don't consider myself worthy of the throne or any such position. However, considering the countless individuals who call the Empire their home, I believe that appointing me as the Emperor would be the most practical option we have.
Masayuki stepped into the room right after Velgrund, completely catching Mithra off guard. It hadn't been part of his calculations, and now it seemed his life was hanging by a thread. Yet, a lingering worry nagged at him.
Oh, your confidence seems to waver, Your Majesty. Do you honestly think you can effortlessly replace my half-brother?
Mithra tried to demean Masayuki with his words, but beneath the surface, a flicker of sincerity remained. If his fate was already sealed, he figured he could try bluffing a little longer.
Just a little while ago, I was a regular student. Confidence has nothing to do with it. The idea of becoming an emperor never even crossed my mind.
How pitiful. Do you truly believe you can lead a mighty empire with such an attitude?
Mithra's words flowed almost mechanically, yet.
Huh? What is he rambling about? This contradicts the information my spies gave me. I didn't anticipate Minutes and Kaoguryo's reaction to be like this.
According to Mithra's sources, the new emperor was an ambitious and power-hungry young man. He enjoyed overwhelming support from the citizens, and even the demon lord Rimuru, who usually paid no heed to the empire, was said to be a fervent admirer. However, the nervous young man chuckling before him didn't fit that description at all.
What's going on here?
Unconsciously, Mithra's gaze returned to Masayuki.
Well, to be honest, that's not really my forte.
Huh?
Mithra couldn't help but groan, and he wasn't alone in his sentiment.
Your Majesty, I beseech you to conduct yourself with more dignity.
Indeed, if Sir Mithra joined our cause, it would greatly influence the future of our government. We need capable individuals to share the burdens, for our own sake as well.
Both Minutes and Kaoguryo pleaded with him.
If he behaves this way around me, it's already too late. Asking me to join them after witnessing this ludicrous conversation.
Mithra couldn't have been more opposed to the idea if he had actively tried. However, he also grasped that leaving the room alive trumped facing swift execution. He wasn't foolish, he understood that he had relinquished all freedom in these negotiations.
You misguided individuals. Have you forgotten your promise not to coerce Masayuki into anything?
Oh, no, Velgrund, they're not forcing me into anything. Don't worry.
Sir Masayuki.
Your Majesty.
Velgrund's tone carried a hint of annoyance. Masayuki rushed to reassure her, earning him the everlasting gratitude of Minutes and Kaoguryo.
Hey, Masayuki? Can I ask you something? Would you mind using the nickname Grin for me from now on?
Sure. So, Grin?
You're really something, Masayuki. So genuine, unlike Ridra. If you're fine with how Kaoguryo and Minutes treat you, then I won't intervene. Lucky for both of you.
Yes, my lady. Thank you.
I won't forget this favor.
Velgrund seemed to have put the matter behind her. What a relief. Mithra, observing the scene, marveled at the challenges they faced in their roles.
I understand. They want me involved not just to stabilize the government. They need someone who can handle Lady Velgrund and relieve their own burdens. But Masayuki?
Mithra began to see the Emperor as remarkably similar to himself. And he wasn't the only one feeling that way.
Can I just call you Mithra?
I haven't fully accepted it, but you do seem to be the Emperor. So, feel free to address me however you want.
All right then. What's your impression of me, Mithra? Do I come across as an ordinary young man to you, maybe?
What are you talking about? You're the Emperor. There's nothing ordinary about you.
No, I'm not talking about that. I just want you to take a moment and give me your honest opinion.
Once again, what do you mean?
Mithra couldn't grasp Masayuki's intended message, but the outcome of this exchange would seal his fate.
Do you think I'm just an average guy?
Are you asking if I believe you're unfit for the throne? Well, to be brutally honest, you're nowhere near my half-brother's level. You lack the ability to lead anyone, let alone an entire empire.
Speaking those words would surely bring about his own downfall, but Mithra was already consumed by desperation. If he was already under Velgrund's control, he wanted his end to be painless. Despite Velgrund's expected fury, he hoped she would grant him that small mercy. Yet, the reaction was even stronger, not from Velgrund, but from Masayuki.
Mithra, It's incredible. You're exactly the kind of person I've been looking for.
What do you mean?
Mithra replied with uncertainty, unsure of Masayuki's intentions.
I mean,
Masayuki suddenly became animated.
because of my unique ability, people automatically assume I possess extraordinary qualities.
He enthusiastically explained his special skill, Chosen One, and the immense suffering it had caused him. Eventually, it transformed into the extraordinary skill, Lord of Heroes, and astonishing power. It was clear to anyone that appointing a complete novice to the highest government position was unwise. However, for some reason, Masayuki always seemed to be an exception in people's minds.
What?
No, what I'm trying to say is that having someone like you who truly understands my true nature, it brings me immense happiness.
Tears welled up in Mithra's eyes.
Masayuki. No, Your Majesty?
The young man's pain was all too familiar to him. Mithra intimately understood it. And that wasn't all. In that moment of realization, he understood that if he could comprehend Masayuki, perhaps the reverse was true as well.
Please, no need for the Majesty title. I simply thank you for recognizing my true self.
Ah, yes, exactly. I truly understand you. I have also experienced similar suffering.
Oh?
Let me explain. There was a time when a simple remark like, "What a bother," led to a man's arrest. Honestly, there were moments when I contemplated never uttering another word for the rest of my life. Of course, that was impossible, but it's incredibly difficult when you can't freely express your thoughts.
I completely relate to your feelings. In my case, I try to do the same, but it never quite comes across correctly. It ends up being misinterpreted in different ways, further enhancing my reputation. It's like, give me a break. I wake up one morning, and suddenly I'm an emperor?
A worrisome thought, indeed.
Exactly. It's genuinely frightening. When I first met my old friend Jinrai, he was the worst. However, he now understands me much better. Still, there were countless times when I wished he would stop incessantly using my name, you know?
Oh, I totally get that. That's why I decided to come alone. I'm just too worried about what might slip out of someone else's mouth.
Negotiations had crumbled more than once due to inappropriate remarks from his attendants. For this particular situation, he couldn't afford to take that risk.
Yeah, it's a common struggle, right? I thought I was the only one dealing with this all along.
Haha, we both had our fair share of tough times.
Masayuki and Mithra carried on their conversation as if they had forgotten anyone else was in the room. Their smiles and camaraderie were flourishing.
I guess your mom's connection with Rudra granted her some kind of immunity to this. I've been around for a long time, but I've never seen anything like it.
Velgrin shared the same astonishment. However, out of respect for their newfound friendship, she chose not to comment on it. With Masayuki and Mithra becoming fast friends, all hostility vanished. Mithra pledged his cooperation but preferred to maintain leadership of the noble, old money, faction, offering behind-the-scenes support to Masayuki. He cherished his valuable free time, and as they chatted, it became clear that this was the best way forward.
I'll continue managing the dissatisfied nobility, but if I come across someone with the right skills, I'll suggest they lend you their assistance.
Thanks. We're desperately short of capable individuals.
That would benefit the military as well. Unnecessary rebellions could cost us skilled personnel. If you're helping us out, Sir Mithra, we can take our time to win over any potential rebellious factions.
In the end, things turned out quite well. With that, the conference came to a close.
Just a moment.
Tessterosa interjected as Mithra stood up.
Can I talk to you for a minute, Sir Mithra?
His heart skipped a beat. He remembered the harsh words he had directed at Tessterosa. Despite their amicable terms, he had thought those remarks were in the past, but maybe he had been fooling himself. Mithra settled back into his seat and replied,
What can I help you with?
trying to maintain a composed tone.
After our earlier conversation, I became curious and did some investigating. Do you possess a hidden talent?
Tessterosa inquired.
No, I don't have anything like that.
Mithra denied it once he realized the topic was not what he had expected. Tessterosa interrupted him.
Don't misunderstand me. It's an innate ability, an exceptional skill known as Wicked Scoundrel. It's the kind that can be inherited and passed down through generations. Perhaps from your father. Was he feared by people?
People were indeed terrified of him. Mithra had been informed that this was the destiny of every eldest son in the Hilmenard family.
Well, if you become aware of it, I believe you could use it to your advantage in future negotiations.
Tessterosa rarely involved herself in such meddling. It wasn't her usual behavior, but she could show kindness to the humans she favored.
I possess such power.
Yes, indeed. I won't tell you how to use it, but let me offer you another significant gift. Your wife is equally afraid of you.
What? That's ridiculous. She is a woman of great elegance. We have never argued. I haven't even raised my voice in her presence.
Mithra laughed off the idea, but Tessterosa chuckled in response.
Oh, it's absolutely true. It's information I kept handy, just in case it proved advantageous during these negotiations. Your mother was likely immune to it, so she had no problem, but the same cannot be said for your wife.
That can't be possible.
Nevertheless, she is still your family.
Calgurio reassured a disturbed Mithra.
Do you understand that, Sir Mithra?
Yes, indeed.
Minutes chimed in.
Congratulations on your recent addition of a second child. I'm certain your wife loves you deeply.
However, Velgrund was quick to rebut their claims. Though it was harsh, it remained the truth.
Oh, you naive souls. That second child is the son you've been eagerly anticipating, isn't he? From your wife's perspective, she has now fulfilled her duty by giving birth to a legitimate heir. Have you even expressed your true feelings to her?
What do you mean?
Have you ever actually told her you love her? Have you ever uttered those words? Thank you for blessing me with this child?
As Mithra pondered, he realized he had never done anything of the sort. His face turned pale as he acknowledged his own foolishness.
Expressing your love in words,
Tessterosa remarked,
is actually a vital way to nurture lasting affection. Why not seize this opportunity to convey your true feelings to her?
Mithra eagerly nodded, embracing the suggestion.
Well then, I shall take my leave,
he declared, swiftly exiting the room. He reached home just as his wife was about to depart. He had made it in the nick of time, and fully comprehending the warnings from Velgrund and Tessterosa, he heeded their advice.
That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for always watching my videos and supporting my channel. A big thanks to the AnimeKouhai patrons who made this video possible. Judah Herrera, Just a Guy, Misa LW Hernandez, Lamar, Anselmo, KACP9R, Tony, Donald Williams, Moab A, Day of Light, John M, Godman Gaming, Markithian Tidwell. Thank you so much for helping out. I'll see you guys in the next video.